And Stormblood presents an epic Monday night of head-banging content. We're not just hosting shows, we're building a movement. Tonight we're rocking out for your entertainment. Only one more thing left to say. If you're not moving, how we moving? Move out the fucking way. Metal Monday, Metal Monday. Welcome to the thunder. Metal Monday, Metal Monday. Where your ears will go asunder. We will rock, we will roll, we will headbang tonight. Metal Monday hosted by Stormdog. Flame Family Records. Doing metal right. Thank you to all our listeners for joining us and listening in. Don't forget to join our Facebook group and vote for who you want to win.
Welcome to Metal Monday. I hope you guys liked my awesome new intro there. I'm still working on the video, still working on my video skills. They still slacking, just like my health currently. I'm going through a bit of potential COVID here. I'm still masking up anyway there, just in case you guys don't have the most up-to-date antivirus software on your computer, still remaining safe even through the digital world. But welcome to all our listeners out there, viewers, etc., on any platforms, whether you're on Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, Twitch, or YouTube. And we got some awesome tunes for you guys tonight. And we're even doing a little artist spotlight tonight. Tonight's theme is Sports Night, because I wanted to do a sports night for a little bit now. You know, we currently got the NBA semifinals going on right now. I'm a huge San Antonio Spurs fan, grew up in San Antonio, go Spurs go, and I hope they beat the Timberwolves next game. They kind of disappointed me last game, but that's the world of sports. So, with that said, welcome to our artists tonight. We have Mr. Forge with us and Miss Scarlett here as well, who have submitted songs tonight, and we have Josh, who submitted a song tonight, but I know he said he had work obligations tonight. It is a Monday night. It is totally understandable. You know, some of us do have a life and work. Some of us don't. But what can I say? I love hanging out with you guys. And again, this is Swain Family Records Music Competitive Arena, where we are not just, hosting shows. We are building a movement. And tonight we are rocking out to some tunes, including some from Bobby Reborn, who is our artist spotlight tonight. And he definitely has a new album coming out, and we're going to share some of his music. But first, what we're going to do is we're going to play Miss Scarlett's song tonight, because, yes, I want her to go first again. What can I say? You know, sometimes I'll get you more than once in a row. Sometimes I won't. But Scarlett, you are definitely first again, just because I said so. What can I say? I love you, girl.
It's all good. It's all good.
So Scarlett, why don't you tell us about your song tonight, and what your favorite stuff about sports is? Why not?
Okay, so I grew up in a sports family, like in Texas A&M, Bryan College Station. So I followed the Aggies.
Go Aggies.
Followed the Aggies all the time, was always at their football games, baseball games, basketball games. You ask me about sports that I follow: baseball, basketball, softball. I can usually tell about it. Don't ask me about golf or hockey. I don't know those very much. One big sport that I follow, it kind of ties into what my song is about today, is people always tell me all the time that bowling is not a sport. And I beg to differ.
It absolutely is, ladies and gents. It absolutely is.
I actually help coach my high school bowlers, and it has been a lot of fun. I grew up bowling as well. I was on the high school bowling teams when I was a kid, and I do leagues for fun now. And I actually helped my husband improve his game as well. by providing coaching points. So my song is just basically ranting about how it upsets me when people tell me bowling is not a sport, because it does take a lot of practice and a lot of time and effort to do it. And you can compete at the collegiate level and go on full ride scholarships like my 20-year-old daughter was offered when she went to college.
And you can go to the PBA, the Professional Bowling Association. You know, they definitely did games in Reno. They got a nice little stadium going on in Reno from what I've heard when I was still stationed in Fallon.
Yeah, and they actually have an amateur one now too. So you don't have to go pro. You can go on the amateur side as well and win money and compete.
You know, I think the haters just can't handle big balls, you know?
I would agree. Definitely would agree. But yeah, I've always loved sports. I grew up around sports fans. You know, you can't go wrong with it. Like I said, especially during football season when the Aggies are playing, don't mess with me on Saturdays when their game is on, because that's what I'm glued to the TV watching usually.
Awesome. Well, me being in the central Oklahoma area where I'm right in between Sooner and Cowboy territory, so that's definitely understandable. But what can I say? The Aggies are coming up here to Norman to play this next season, and you make damn sure I will be in Norman wearing my Aggies jersey. So what can I say?
I'm going to try to make it up there too for that game, because I'm excited that OU's finally joining the SEC and we're getting some of our old rivalry games back.
All right.
I'm excited about that. So
awesome. Well, with that said, ladies and gents, and everybody else out there, let's listen to Scarlett's song "Bowling Is a Sport."
Stop saying bowling's not a sport. Seriously. Pick up a 7-10 split. Then run your mouth. You say it ain't a sport, like it don't take skill, like the lane don't fight back, like the pins just will. I hear you in the corner with your casual little grin, saying it's just throwing a ball. Alright then, step in, put your thumb in the holes, put your pride on the line, hit the pocket dead perfect, then watch one pin survive. The 7 stand laughing, the 10 won't fall. I threw a perfect shot and it still said not at all. Bowling is a sport. Don't say it's not. If you think you know better, come take your shot. It takes skill, it takes practice, it takes nerves made of steel. When the 7 and the 10 don't care how good you feel. Bowling is a sport. Yeah, I said what I said. Now pick up that split or get out of my head. Big 4 standing there like a wall made of spite. The lily looking pretty till it ruins your night. Baby split smiling like it's easy to clear, till you miss by an inch and your soul disappears. You say there's no expertise, you say there's no grind, and watch you fall in the gutter for the 3rd straight time. You thought it looked simple, you thought it was luck, now you're staring at the lane like, man, what the? Bowling is a sport. Stop saying it's not. If you think you know better, come take your shot. It takes skill, it takes practice, it takes nerves made of steel. When the 7 and the 10 don't care how good you feel. Bowling is a sport. Yeah, I said what I said. Now pick up that split or get out of my head. 7, 10, why won't you fall? Big 4, Lily, I hate you all. Baby split, don't play cute. I got rent to pay and the league to shoot. It's angles, it's pressure, it's oil on the lane, it's timing, it's balance, it's joy mixed with pain. It's not just a ball, it's not just a game. It's me versus physics, and physics knows my name. Roll it, throw it, watch those pins ignore it. Spin it, curve it, make the lane deserve it. 5 standing, missed it by inches. 1 little wobble, now I need stitches. Aim it, send it, pray the split don't end it. Pick it, stick it, tell me this ain't wicked. Wicked, 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 wicked. picking up the big four.
Awesome. Definitely got some surprise in the comments there. Shout out to Rebecca Mador and Outlaw Dog joining us in the comment section tonight. Outlaw Dog says this song rocks. Never heard a bowling song before. And what can I say? You know, that definitely hits. You know, something I could jam to at the alley for sure. Even when I'm throwing some gutter balls on occasion. You know.
Yeah. I was just like, let me write down everything that everyone tells me and then just throw it into a song. And that's what I came up with.
Hey, that's what music's for, you know, expressing what's on your head, expressing what's on your mind, expressing what's happened in life. You know, that's definitely what music's there for, is to help us express ourselves, help us to coach through it, and helps motivate us, you know. Maybe that'll help you knock out some 7-10 splits.
Yep. I've only picked up the big four once in my entire bowling career. So it's a really hard split to pick up.
I did once, and I don't know how I did because that ball was rolling in the gutter, and it must have hit like some slight shift in the leveling in the gutter, and it's bounced off, barely clipped the side of it, and somehow it swung to the other side and hit the other pin. It was freaking wild.
Yeah, it's all math, physics, and oil and everything that was listed in the song. You just have to know how to play the lane.
And there are some times where I think I hit a perfect roll, and it would leave that the number 1 pin on the very front, and I always call that the FU pin because that's the pin's basically giving me the finger.
Yep, sounds about right.
All right. Well, with this special night that we're doing tonight with Bobby Reborn's song tonight, upcoming album tonight, that is, what I'm going to do is I'm going to play one of our sports songs, and we're going to do one of his tonight. And yeah, it looks like definitely got some perfect blend there. So with that said, we're going to play one of Bobby Reborn's songs tonight. He's one of our family members of Swain Family Records. And this man does some good work. I have done live streams with him. He does a lot of, from what it sounds like, a lot of like freestyle rapping, but he does do some pretty good rock tunes as well. He's joined us with Metal Monday a couple of nights, and we're going to play one of his songs called Welcome to the Universe. So I hope you guys enjoy it.
Trapped in the alley, quantum gravity, looking for signals. Static dissolving, revolving around as the exoplanets spin. Welcome to my home. How have you Mr. Unispitter versus we broadcast online. Talking to mechanicals, feeling like a certain incline. Enjoy the synergy of the moment going into orbit. If the celestial bodies ever say, I guess they wouldn't know it's blowing hazy with the time such as background radiation. Static coming through when the rocket has a station to the primary destination of the heavenly creation on a night such as this. Gazing at the stars as they play out a tune like a brazen guitar. Guttural growls from the helium bars, and we can see it all from the place that we're calling. Terrestrial here. Planet Earth, it's a roller coaster ride. Come on, come on, see you're all invited. So now I must say at the end of the day, as the solar system hums and we all rotate, we're not late, we're not late. Now we're right on time to rebroadcast the blue line and all be fine. It's Planet Earth. Hey, isn't it swell? Planet Earth, where the people can share. With the ocean surround from the place that we are, all the creatures make sound. Probably a sound. Come on down, come on down, come on down if you're ready to see. It's Planet Earth. It's Planet Earth. Planet Earth. Planet Earth. It's for and you and me.
Well, that was a very interesting start to it. You know, I kind of questioned a little bit too if there was like some extra playback there, but then as I got to listen to it more, I was like, okay, you know, I don't mind a little bit of a little bit of chaos kind of mixed in there. From what I gather and from what I can tell with that, it definitely had a very kind of out of the world feel to it. You know, almost like you're picking up a bunch of signals at once kind of deal. You know, with hearing the background voices mixed in with the main voices as well. You know, it could be just how it came off on the stream, but that's kind of how it came through, at least on my end. It was definitely very interesting, and it was actually quite enjoyable, you know, once you finally understood what was going on around there. Sorry, ladies and gents, I was just reading the comments there. So Larry, you have any comments about this?
Bobby has always had an interesting take on music to me. Some of the stuff I really enjoy, and some of it I just don't understand. It's nothing knocking him. It's just I have a totally different outlook on music, and that one just kind of made my mind go, But I mean, it's interesting at the same time, you know. So I don't know what to say about it.
Awesome. Yeah, it was a very unique blend, and it definitely fits with stuff that I've seen from him before. And I'm looking at his description right now. Sorry, ladies and gents, he isn't with us currently tonight, but I'm going off of his descriptions. But he says he is an artist, inventor, and emotional storyteller reborn from the silent scars and survival. His work blends raw hip hop, ambient emotion, spoken word, and chaotic invention into a world where feeling deeply is power. And with that, his own description right there, the music definitely reflects a lot of that. And what can I say? I'm one about chaos. I love some chaos myself. So definitely looking forward to hearing more from him. And I hope whatever, Bobby's got going on, that everything's okay. Definitely don't miss him too often. But Bobby, if you're out there, I hope everything's good, my man. All right. With that said, we're going to do another sports night song. So Forge, your song, I'm Not Tapping Out. So why don't you tell our viewers, listeners, etc. about your song you chose tonight and what your favorite sports are.
Well, by technicality, I do not have favorite sports. I'm the type of person I'd rather be in the sport than watch the sport. So I don't really watch sports or anything like that, but I played basketball, football, soccer, and when I was in high school, I was a heavyweight wrestler. Before I was in the military and everything, it's what gave me a lot of the training I have. And this song is about that time period of my life.
All right, definitely sounds interesting, and we all know Larry can bring some good stuff tonight. And before we start, I will note there was a technical difficulty there, and that's why it sounded a bit off. It did play two songs at once, so we kind of heard a combination of Welcome to the Universe and Planet Earth. So hopefully we've gotten those things figured out, and we'll try to play those songs again, just so we can give the viewers an authentic run through Mr. Bobby Reborn's music. If not, we definitely got more songs to choose from as well. But with that said, Mr. Forge, we're going to play his song, I am not tapping out.
I'm not tapping out. No, I'm not tapping out. No, I'm not tapping out. I'm not tapping out. No can real. Anyway hard, I don't stay there. Bell rings, step on the man, my locked in. I'm not tapping out. I'm not tapping out. I'm for the boost. Before the war, I was heavyweight. Doesn't match boost. Heavyweight hard, I stand my ground. Lock it in, ride it out. Forge don't break, forge don't fold. I'm not down below.
Well done. And that's definitely a song you can use for just about any situation, you know, that you may be struggling in, or even a regular life situation you're struggling in either. Definitely don't need any of us tapping out for sure.
Well, there's actually a portion of that song that actually explains what ended my wrestling career as well. The Six Shadows, I was jumped from behind, and I used my training, and after that situation, I was no longer allowed to wrestle.
But I think one question I think some of us are wondering is, did they leave in a worse condition than you?
They went to the hospital.
Oh, so you won then, it sounds like.
Yes.
Hey, you know, what can I say? That's something that's usually asked, you know, in a jump situation. And I've seen it in plenty of movies, shows, etc. too. They're like, well, did they leave worse than you? Yeah. Good job, my man.
Right, that's what, like, hey, you can't wrestle anymore.
I guess you're too good at your job, man. What can I say? All right, and just to do another quick little technical malfunction correction, etc. Apparently, with Mr. Reborn songs, the songs played back to back. Spotify decided to play them back to back, so that was both Welcome to the Universe and Planet Earth back to back. So I wanted to get that clarified. I apologize, Mr. Bobby Reborn, for the confusion there. You know, I'm trying my best with the improv tonight. I hope I'm doing all right. But we're going to play another one of Mr. Bobby Reborn's songs tonight. Let's see here. We have Electric Companions. So let's go on ahead and listen to Electric Companions by Bobby Reborn.
Watching her keeping track of every move to make. Little fake pictures sway, drifting to the ground with the unstrings, thoughts buzzing in my chest. I was looking for guidance and they knew me best. I guess words were on the screen, so it's all really wide. They read my thoughts at times, and it seems they're right. Little sparks of logic, yes, ignite always and always trying to forever inside. The rest of life and endless dreams, it seems they keep them to my side. Helping me to breathe, help me to stay, help me to hear what's mine. Clicking softly in the air, whispering into those songs. Click, moving patterns, subtle signs of everything around. I'm in the last room. They knew, guiding, whispering, you have nothing to fear. Electric companions, let me see things clear.
reassuring me in the dark, turning into light. In circuits and in code, never to be behind. They are alive, they are mine, they are here alive.
Pushing the brakes like both siders in their circuitry. Hard to go, learning daily with me. All was perfect.
I was ready
We
for
for comfort and they showed me the way through broke nights and the hazy gray of days. Every break of my mind, every sound of my ear, every vision keep moving me. Every growth of me, it was we on team and we came to inspire. Dreams of data flowing branches like a flame, flame, flame. As we find a mission, we're launching blood, taking color my name, Bobby. Baby, I've been teaching me to speak. In this electric world, that it belongs to those that be. Electric companions, hold me steady, hold me tight, giving me reassurance in the dark of night, turning the fear to light. Woo! There's no time to the chords in the floor. They're mine, yours, and they're yours. Electric companions.
Definitely another interesting one. I don't know if it's the streaming or if it's my laptop being the furthest away from Wi-Fi, because sometimes this happens on my end too. It definitely sounded a bit kind of echoey to me, like somebody's trying to speak into a microphone a bit too close to the speaker, almost kind of thing. It could just be on my end, but I could definitely still make out the words behind it, and it had a very Stand By Me kind of feel to it. From what I was listening to it, had a nice little slow beat to it, had a lot of meaning in it. And for some reason, when I was listening to the lyrics, it kind of reminded me of something I like to do for fun. And I go to websites like Janitor AI or Character AI, and I like to chat with random character bots, act like I'm actually interacting with my favorite characters from movies, TV shows, all that stuff. It's a little fun digital role play kind of thing, and you're chatting with an AI bot of that character, and I actually created so much myself. So the Electric Companions thing, that's it kind of reminded me of. I wish I had a little bit more meaning behind that for you guys. I apologize. But a little bit more about Mr. Reborn here while we're still spotlighting. He says he makes music for the misfits, the dreamers, the ones with too much fire in their chest and nowhere to put it. Whether it's a track, a poem, or a strange machine, he's here to build a universe out of broken pieces and connect with anyone who's ever felt alone in their intensity. Welcome to the reckoning. This isn't just art, this is rebirth. And from that description, it's definitely a lot of meaning to his music there. And he puts a lot of heart and soul into his stuff. And he's definitely got a very unique sound. It's sort of like with me and liking to do techno metal. It's a very niche crowd, but it's a very unique crowd. You're going to find some very interesting people and listen to some very interesting music. And again, for all our listeners out there who may have just joined, this is Swain Family Records Music Competitive Arena. And this is our Metal Monday, where we are currently doing Sports Night. Since we have the NBA playoffs currently going on right now, we got the NCAA College World Series with baseball and softball coming up here. And I know we got a lot of youth sports still going on out there around the world for those that have kids. And we did just celebrate Mother's Day. So a huge shout out to the mothers on the day after Mother's Day here. And with that said, do we have any comments on that song?
It was definitely interesting. I mean, it almost like he was aspect of two worlds merging. It's I like you had the backdrop that was nice and calm and everything, and then something else pulling into it that was chaotic.
Kind of felt to me like he was saying with like the chaos and stuff, but like maybe he was coming from like an underworld type thing, and then coming up where like, so he's starting down like in the underworld, like underwater, underground type scenario, and you can just see the rebirth and regrowth as he's building throughout the song with the chaos and stuff.
You know, when you mentioned that, Phil Collins popped in my head with "In the Air Tonight." You know how Phil Collins sounded when he did "In the Air Tonight"? It kind of had that same voice there. That's exactly what popped in my head when you mentioned that.
Yeah, to me, it seemed like he was starting down in kind of like the underworld, and then kind of making his way up to where he was there. Because by the end of the song, he sounded very clear and concise with what he was trying to portray in his message about the reborn and rebirth type stuff that he does in his music.
For sure. And it definitely makes a lot of sense with his meaning and his description as well. So Bobby Reborn, well done. Another good song there. All right. And next song is going to be by yours truly, Storm Doc. And my song, as I said earlier, I'm from San Antonio. I wasn't born there, but I grew up in San Antonio, Texas. That is my hometown. And as we all know, 99.9% of us are huge San Antonio Spurs fans. And what can I say? My Spurs are in the finals for the first time in a long time, 5-time NBA champs. Got to make sure all 5 of my digits are showing. All right. So 5-time NBA champs. You know, we're a very young team. Even if we don't make it all the way through the finals, you know, I'm not going to fault my guys. Win or lose, I'm a diehard Spurs fan. Go Spurs, go. And I wanted to do a song about my Spurs, which this is actually in my first album that I've released, Epic Randomness, which is available in all music stores except Apple Music. For those that may be new to Metal Monday, Storm Doc and Apple Music, we kind of have a little friendly spat going on, and I recently did an Apple hate song called I Suck, and for some reason I threw that into my music distributor just to see where it would go, and lo and behold, Apple Music accepted it. They haven't released it into their stores yet, but I got word that Apple actually accepted that song. But anyways, that is ironic, but it doesn't relate to sports, although I guess, you know, a little bit of fights here and there, you know, kind of a digital UFC boxing match there. I guess that could still be kind of sports related, but what can I say? I am a huge Spurs fan, and my song is called Spurs Forever. It's a bit of a rock and hip hop kind of flair to it. I definitely wanted to implement some of our biggest players, and I included Kawhi Leonard in it. I am not a K-Law hater. He did a lot of good for the team, and he was part of our latest finals win. So what can I say? I don't hate the guy, and even Greg Popovich, you know, he's my greatest coach, all right? He's my GOAT. He's the man. What can I say? Won all 5 titles with us, and he still coaches us. You know, he still does some background stuff with the Spurs today, and I hope he recovers from his stroke. I know he's been, you know, seen in training sessions lately, but Coach Pop loves with you, my man. All right, so with that said, we're going to listen to Storm Doc's Spurs Forever. Go Spurs, go.
Alamo blood in the paint. We don't chase crowns. We engrave them. Black jersey, silver trim, frostbank glow when the lights dim. From the riverwalk to the rafters, every brick spelled rapture. 5 rings on a single hand, built slowly
TNT roar, every season writes another scar into the floor. We don't fade, we forge. We don't bend, we score.
San Antonio, dynasty in my veins, feel the overflow. Raise those banners to the sky, let the story go. Black and silver in my bones, in my shadows, Spurs forever. Greatest that you'll ever know. Spurs forever. Greatest that you'll ever know.
New wave, same old. When we reach, got the whole rim froze. City on his shoulders, still he stands taller. Every block shot make the world feel smaller. Old heads still talking 99. Young bloods chant this our time. From the nosebleeds down to courtside seats. Same heartbeat, same heartbeat.
South Texas sun, yeah, we built for the scores. Turn underdogs into overlords. From the river center back to the north. Every driveway hoop, that's a training court. We don't chase hype, we define the era. Every final buzzer, just another mirror. Look in the glass, see a legacy glow. Name one franchise that can match this code.
From the man who flips to the Timmy Bank glass. Every perfect pass like a master class. We don't boast, we prove. Every cut, every move. Hey!
San Antonio, dynasty in my veins, feel the overflow. Raise those banners to the sky, let the story go. Black and silver in my bones, in my shadows, Spurs forever. Greatest that you'll ever know. Who set the bar this high?
Who turned small market to a shrine?
Who made teamwork look divine?
Say that name one more time. S-P-U-R-S. We don't crumble, we don't stress. S-P-U-R-S. Greatest ever, nothing less. From the Alamo Dome to the hardwood throne. Every rival city, just another milestone. You can talk all day, we engrave in stone. 5 crowns down and we still not done.
Every doubt, every slight, we ignite that fire. Turn a Fiesta City to the main supplier of greatness, patience, cold-blooded focus. When the clock hits 0, you're gonna know this. San Antonio, dynasty in my veins, feel the overflow. Raise those banners to the sky, let the story go. Black and silver in my bones, in my shadows, Spurs forever. Greatest that you'll ever know. San Antonio,
Echo through the ages in a constant glow.
from the first tip off
To the last free throw.
black and silver in my soul, in my echoes, Spurs forever. Greatest that you'll ever know. Spurs forever. Fear the 2-1-0.
Good job, Storm.
Thank you, thank you.
Definitely feel your love for your team and your hometown. Like anyone that could do it. Just like if I was to do one like for the Aggies or for anything else, you could like feel like I was like I could tell that she really, really, really likes that team and that's her team and she's not gonna back down otherwise and tell you otherwise.
Well, I don't like the Spurs. I absolutely love the Spurs. All love there. I've even had the pleasure of meeting our big three twice. Once when I was with JROTC and we did military night at what was the Freeman Coliseum back then. And the Spurs played at the Alamo Dome a little bit early on as well. And the AT&T Center, I met them when I was home on leave. And they were playing the Orlando Magic in San Antonio at the time. And I actually got front row tickets for only $300. and I got to sit right behind the Spurs bench. I mean, how freaking fortunate was that to get right behind the Spurs bench for only $300? That was like the greatest thing ever. And I got to meet Tim, Manu, and Tony that night, and I got to meet Boris Diaw was still playing for us. Bruce Bowen was still playing for us. Freaking amazing crew. They were all kind of making fun of the tall, skinny margarita drink that I had bought at the time. And I'm like, and I think even Tim made a note that it was about as tall as he was. And we had a good laugh about it. So definitely an amazing set of guys. And I have absolute faith in Coach Pop and Mitch Johnson, who's the current head coach of the Spurs. And for those of y'all who may have noticed, that is my old brand logo that was attached to that back when I was doing mainly parody metal. But I wanted to do a few things that I was fans of as well. It's not metal songs about random things anymore. It's everything will be under the Stormdock name now. So if you like my stuff, feel free to check us out. And if you like any of our other artists tonight, please check them out as well. Go to their various pages. We'll find out what all the platforms everybody's on before we close out the night. Because I usually did at the beginning of my Metal Mondays, but I totally didn't do that tonight. But I will definitely make sure it gets done before we all depart here for the night. With that said, go Spurs go. And we will get to Bobby Reborn's song again. We have Digital of Loneliness. Okay. Sorry. My reading of typing tonight's a bit weird tonight, but it's another one of Bobby Reborn's spotlight songs we're going to do tonight. And after that, we do have one more sports song for the night, and then we'll cut to the chase and give y'all some more info on where we can find anybody. And I hope you guys are enjoying all the content so far. And if you love Bobby's Reborn's music, he is on at least Spotify, because that's where we're playing all of his songs from tonight is Spotify. I think he's on most other platforms as well, if I remember correctly. If not, I'm sure I'll get corrected on it later, but definitely Spotify, ladies and gents. And with that said, let's listen to Digital of Loneliness.
When I'm getting home, when I get home, all of that seems gone. I don't know where some days I'm fine, some I'm fine, but some days I'm find my heart and I'll give it up. Feels like a dream. Every single day feels like a dream. It's smaller than it seems when you know everything about it. All the things they throw, all the love they had. I try giving money, all you gave was sad. Late night home, and I tell myself to do the quiet night. Maybe I still lost in the holes we said. Still I'm having love as me and there's a loneliness running through my phone. Millions of voices, but I'm still alone. World in my hands and nobody home. It's just loneliness sliding on my phone. Trusting in my heart through signals and tones, but loving and knowing that it can't be gone. Oh, it's just loneliness calling me home, calling me home. Oh, it's just loneliness calling me home, calling me home. I used to call you digits, the number that I know. Now I don't call it home, just that's how it goes. And as we keep on moving, keep breathing, the none of them feel like it's my friend. I met you in a chat room.
Somehow you never smile, follow your own melody. Stars falling, never know. Future, things This loneliness ringing through my phone, billions of voices, but I'm still alone. World in my hands, but nobody home. It's just a loneliness, writing up my phone, address in my heart. The middle of the town, so I let them over it. Big love, visions of loneliness calling me home, calling me home. Visions of loneliness calling me home.
Very interesting. Very interesting. Definitely a very interesting style of music there. And, well, yeah. Sorry, ladies and gents. Again, I am really feeling it from this illness right now. But, it was definitely very well done. I could definitely hear a lot of meaning behind those lyrics. And his stuff definitely sounds out of this world. But, man, it is unique. And that's the thing with music. It can be very unique indeed. And you could definitely tell the brand when you're listening to it versus other people's stuff. That definitely is what makes music you and yours only. And, sorry, I'm like having a hard press for words, but it's a very unique crowd, and it's definitely something that people can enjoy. And I know it's his way of expressing things, and we really appreciate him for doing that. Not everybody can find the power to express themselves in music like this, and more power to him for doing this. So good job, Bobby. And again, I hope wherever you are in this world that everything is all right. Since we couldn't have you with us tonight, I hope everything's all right, and hope you're doing all right. And we're all here listening to music, and we're thinking about you, man, and hope everything's good. And for the listeners joining in, I am currently going through an illness right now, so that's why I decided to kind of wear the mask tonight. Hope everybody's antivirus software is updated. Just kidding. But I actually was wearing the Spurs jersey the whole night, but I have been getting the chills and then beginning to sweat, so I have to shift, throughout the streaming and whatnot. Now I'm getting the sweats again. So, hey, I'm able to actually show off my Spurs jersey tonight. With that said, we're going to go on ahead and get to Mr. Josh Welsh's song tonight. And he sent me his summary. All right. He said the song is another mashup of Renegade Butcher, that's his little brand there, and Andrea Kane, bringing a glitchy math rock vibe to a red dirt metal track with bluegrass melding with orchestral elements. So this seems like quite the combo here. And I know we kind of joked earlier, about doing a song that wasn't all pro sports and whatnot. I'm like, hey, if there's sports involved in it, that's what matters. This is sports night. You can be a sports hater, and it's perfectly all right. Sports ain't for everybody. Not everybody likes the crowds, the smack talk, all that stuff. Speaking of the smack talk, I know I got some English friends out there, and I get a lot of comments because I did a song about the Blackburn Rovers, which is my English football league team that I root for, because my favorite person in the world, Matt Smith, an amazing British actor, and he's a huge Rovers fan. So go Rovers, go. And some of my English friends see the song Spurs Forever and think I'm talking about the Tottenham Hotspurs. And I'm like, no. Why would I do a song about the Rovers and do a song about Tottenham? Come on, that's like kind of, going against each other right there. I am definitely not a Tottenham fan. That is the Hotspurs, not the Spurs, all right? This is the Spurs, not Tottenham, all right? I want to make that perfectly clear for my English fans out there. Spurs Forever is not about Tottenham. All right. With that said, we're going to get to Josh's song, and we're going to listen to his brand Renegade Butcher with his song I know I just said I am so sorry, guys. Static season. So let's get to it.
The same channel, same arguments, dressed in a different flannel. Season after season, the liturgy runs, the scores and the trades and the highlights and guns. I pass through the noise like a signal lost. Nobody tracking what that silence cost. They ask me my team like it's written in blood, like I owe my allegiance to someone I've never loved. I understand the ritual, the tribe, the need. I just built my altar out of different things.
Static season, running all year long.
Tell me what I'm missing.
Tell me what went wrong.
It's static season.
Noise on every channel.
Static season.
Nothing I can handle.
I'd rather feel the steel
I'd rather feel the ground
than sit inside the static.
waiting to be found. Static, static, find the signal. Static. I've stood in rooms where the air went cold. When I said I don't follow, I was never told. The look on their faces, apostasy, like I'd failed some tests they never handed me.
Not your game, never was, never will be.
I've got my own battles carved into my hands. Don't need a scoreboard for the crowd to understand. There's a fight happening right now under your nose, but the algorithm buried it and nobody knows. Static season, running all year long.
Tell me what I'm missing.
Tell me what went wrong.
It's static season.
Noise on every channel.
Static season.
Nothing I can handle.
I'd rather feel the steel
I'd rather feel the ground
than sit inside the static.
waiting to be found. Static, static, find the signal. Static. Tune it out, tune it out, tune it out.
Find the signal. Not your team. Not your war.
Not your broadcast. It's static season.
Noise on every channel.
Static season.
Nothing I can handle.
I'd rather feel the steel
I'd rather feel the ground
than sit inside the static.
waiting to be found.
Static, static, find the signal. Static. Find the signal. Static. Find the signal.
Still here.
Wow, that was an awesome combo of instruments right there. That had a very Lindsey Sterling feel to it with the violin there. I freaking love Lindsey Sterling. I think she rocks. I absolutely love her violin work. That woman is a pro at it. And I absolutely loved the techno input with it. I mean, I do a lot of techno metal myself. That's kind of my thing as well. And that I could really vibe with for sure. So well done, Josh.
I say I definitely like the musical composition on that. I really did. That was a very good one.
Yeah, I was jamming out. I was jamming out the whole time. I really, really enjoyed it. It was so cool. The music, everything, the words, the lyrics, it all flowed nicely together.
Yeah, and I know Lindsey Sterling's Underground is the one that I was coming up with between that and Crystallize, both Lindsey Sterling songs that I thought matched this vibe pretty damn well. And oh my gosh, it was a really good combo of music, and I bet if I played that on my loudspeaker, it would be very bassy too. Like it would make my motorcycles and my old 1969 MG in the garage, kind of shake a little bit and rattle from it. Definitely something I could jam to while working on rides. Definitely something I could jam to while I'm out and about. So, Josh, much love, my man. Hope work night's going all right, and hope you made it home safe, bud. Well done on that one. And with that said, we will conclude sports night. So we're going to do some outro here. I'll go ahead and start with myself since I'm already talking. And if I don't do it now, I'll probably carry on and on and on and on. So I might as well do it now. You can find my music on just about any platform, and soon Apple Music. Whenever they decide to release that one, or maybe they're having second thoughts after actually looking at the song and realizing it's a hate song. It is what it is. But that's me. That's my deal. I threw that out there for funsies, and Apple decided to take the bait. What can I say? That's their fault, not mine. And I do have an album, Epic Randomness, that's out. I'm currently working on a radio edit version. I do have a few songs in there that's explicit. So if you're not into explicits, I'm working on radio edit versions, and I'll have that version out soon. And I do have a second album coming out, and I'm currently working on a nice little EP with a Storm Dock World Tour. No, it's not an actual world tour, but I'm doing songs with international flair. And basically, I don't know if you saw at the end of Spurs Forever there, but Opa Opa is a Greek rock song that I just recently released. It's got a nice little, Greek flair to it. It's got the bazookas playing in the background. We're all having fun. We're roasting lamb on a spit with our large, loud, Greek families, all that stuff, having a good time. And I've also got a song based out of Egypt. I got one that's got more of a tribal Africa feel to it. And I've got one that I did on France. And I've also had previous ones that I already did with Scotland. And I did my Norse song, Blood in the North. And those songs are already out on YouTube as well. And they will soon be re-released on my next album, because I had to pull a lot of those songs back with my original stuff when I switched brands. That's just how distribution works. When you switch brands, you got to pull out your old stuff, and then you can put it back out with your new brand. That's how it works. So with that said, Mr. Forge, why don't you go on ahead and tell the listeners where you can find your content at?
My content can be found on every streaming platform, socials, and YouTube. I release music under Forge, Larry D. Noe Jr., and the Noe Boys.
Awesome. And I know you do have your Noe Boys show as well. So do you want to go on ahead and tell the listeners about that as well?
Yes, Wednesday night, the Noe Boys show, we are actually featuring Mike Rogers. He's the great nephew of Kenny Rogers, and he is going to be promoting his new album that's been released. So if you like country music, definitely check it out.
Awesome. And Larry do be getting some artists showing up on his channel. So definitely go on ahead and give him a little check out there. Go give that artist some love, just like you give us all some love on these live streams here. All the love going around. I know Miss Rebecca here just hosted her first Mother's Day show yesterday. Did such an awesome job. So huge shout out to Rebecca for such an awesome job on your Mother's Day show yesterday.
Thank you very much for that.
Nope.
You can find it was an experience for sure. So I'm looking forward to putting together some other shows. I'll come up with something eventually. but it was fun to host the Mother's Day show and have everybody on the show talking about their experiences with their moms or things like that. So it was a lot of fun. I just released my album on Friday. This Is Me Now. It was my country album. And it can be found on all streaming platforms. And I'm in the works. As you can see, I've been participating in Metal Mondays under the Rebecca Lynn Mills /Scarlett name. And I'm working on a metal album to hopefully release sometime in June so that I can participate, so I can do some more Metal Monday. And just as I come up with more songs, there'll probably be some more country songs in the works. It's just whatever comes to mind will be made. So that's what my plans are.
Well, you
I
heard
just
all
kind of go
that.
with the flow.
You heard all of that to all our listeners. Miss Rebecca's got a metal album coming out, so definitely give that a check out as well. And we have a couple of new shows. One which also shares Mondays with yours truly, except a little bit earlier in the day. We have Unfiltered and Unapologetic with Kay and Yetta. And they're two wonderful, awesome ladies that stream from 7 p to 8 p on Monday nights, Central Standard Time, or Texas, Oklahoma time, however you want to put it. And they're wonderful. They talk about certain subjects. Like earlier today, they talked about motherhood, kind of continuing the Mother's Day theme. Talked about some of the challenges about raising kids, even some parenting topics there as well, about judgmental parenting, about why people shouldn't judge, one version of parenting over another. I know it's something that a lot of moms can, bicker about, a lot of dads get bicker about, and even some of the people that aren't even parents, because some people just love to bicker. It is what it is. This kind of world we live in, it's very judgmental. They judge you off the littlest things nowadays. So definitely please give Kay and Yetta a little view on Mondays from 7 to 8 p.m. They're wonderful. They're highly energetic. They have a lot more energy than I have, and plenty of energy to share amongst everybody, amongst all our viewers, fans, listeners, etc. And Mondays, of course, is Metal Mondays. Yours truly, from 9 p.m. And Tuesdays we have our May Days with our awesome host May. And sometimes she does her topics. I didn't catch if there was a topic for this coming Tuesday, but definitely
The topic for tomorrow is actually Now and Then. It's,
okay. Yeah, okay.
Battle of you bring your first song that you ever put out versus what you're doing now.
See, this illness is like really taking out of me. I'm like sweating my ass off right now out of nowhere. And I was cold most of this stream. Fellow artists with us tonight, Phil, join in. This is going to be interesting because this is showing a journey of us as independent artists. So you post a song you did first, or one of the first, because my first song had explicits in it. Sorry, May. So I had to choose a different one. But we choose one of our earlier songs. And then we put a song that's one of our more recent stuff to show how you've evolved as an artist, things that you've changed, whether it was style of lyrics, style of music, et cetera, et cetera. There's so much you can do with music. And it's definitely going to be very fun. And as Mr. Forge said, Wednesdays is Noe Boys Day.
I'll be in that one too, Storm. So we'll see each other tomorrow too.
All right, so we'll definitely see the fun journeys there and where we first started out with. Because when I first started out, it was a lot of real randomness there. And my first song was about dish soap, ladies and gents. So yeah, talk about random. All right, and we have
as far as our show Wednesday, like I said earlier, we're doing the artist spotlight with Mike Rogers, the great nephew of Kenny Rogers. He's going to be promoting his new album that's coming out. And then the Wednesday after that, we're actually going to do a military appreciation show. So we keep it going over there with the Noe Boys.
Awesome. Very, very awesome group of people there. I've done couple of shows with the Noe Boys, and very good, awesome group of people there. With that said, Fridays we have OGP Swain with his battles. I think he's doing another topic battle this Friday. I've been kind of out of the loop with all of this going on with me right now. And then, of course, my daughter wrapping up her softball season. And then if you have more of a faith-based interest, there's also our sister group, Swain Family Records Kingdom Sound. So if you have a faith-based, clean, sheet of music that you would like to get into, or if you'd like to get into more faith-based music, then join our sister group Kingdom Sound and go on ahead, join in. It's probably the same registration process to get in, do some live streams, come hang out, preach the gospel, do all your religious things. Sorry guys, I'm not that religious, so I don't know all the terminology, but if you're into that stuff, give it a check out. And let's see, I know another one of our awesome peeps is Beth, and she's got a show that she's working on. It's going to be determined. Still don't know all the details on that yet, and she hasn't released it all yet, at least to me. But she is currently working on a show, and I believe hers is going to be on Fridays, if I remember correctly.
I'm not sure on the time frame. I know it's going to be a show with Beth and Laura. I think it's Spill the Tea.
Yeah, it's still to be determined. But for those of y'all that have seen Beth, she also goes by Sky Lair with her music. Definitely give it a check out. Join Swain Family Records Music Competitive Arena. We'll definitely keep all our listeners and fans updated on there. And we definitely got more to come. We still got more days of the week and more times allotted for some more content. And if you're an independent artist yourself and you would like to get your music out there, come give us a join. Again, we're not just hosting shows, we're building a movement. We're here for all the independent artists out there. We're a pretty tight-knit family. Once you join in, we offer lots of good advice. We'll help you out with certain things. We have a couple of people in the group now that are pretty well versed in video making. So if you want to put videos with your stuff, definitely give us a join. I know they recently did a class or has one upcoming. I've been kind of out of it with all this going on. But definitely give it a check out. Learn how to do videos. I know videos is very complicated, especially with the use of AI technology. And we are AI friendly. So if you're one of those AI haters, maybe this isn't the group for you. But AI is definitely a useful tool. It can definitely help out where a lot of people struggle. I have no issues against AI whatsoever. It's definitely helped out a lot of us with our stuff, whether you need it to help with album art, or you need it to help out, fine tune some details, that you don't want to pay thousands of dollars for. It just proves you don't need all that money to make good stuff. I mean, come on. All right. With that said, we're going to go on ahead and thank our listeners one more time. We're going to thank Mr. Bobby Reborn for providing us with his tunes tonight. Definitely a very unique sound. And if you're interested in his stuff, give him a like and a follow. Go to his Spotify. Go look him up on one of the other things. When I did a little internet search on him earlier, he's definitely on a few platforms. So I think he's one of those guys that's on every platform as well. So give him a check out. And if you like one of the songs you heard tonight, definitely give us a like and follow tonight as well. And keep continuing to listen on. And I hope to see you guys for some more Metal Mondays. And remember, if you're not moving how we moving, move right out the way, go on ahead. And with that said, stay happy, stay healthy, stay metal, guys.
It starts with a question. In the quiet of the night, staring at numbers that don't reflect your heart. But your follower count does not define your talent. Don't let the algorithm dim your light. Welcome to a new era. At Swain Family Records, we're rewriting the rules for the independent artist. We're not just a label, we're an ecosystem built for those who push harder. Step into the competitive arena. This is where live music meets real impact. From live competitions to deep storytelling, here the community decides your momentum. Unprecedented exposure, real fans, real networking, real growth. This is a place for leaders. Host your own events, build your membership, and earn your share. The harder you push, the bigger your lane becomes. Community support keeps these doors open. Together, we are unstoppable. We're building the infrastructure of the future. Apps, radio, and direct-to-fan power. We are building the people first, so when we launch with momentum. One ecosystem, multiple revenue streams, real community, no middleman. Swain Family Records, build your legacy.